Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Bukhtawar Ali and I welcome you all in Islamic Studies compulsory course. Today we are discussing Islamic doctrine, and under this chapter we are going to discuss the Islamic concept of accountability, the second phase. Overview on Islamic accountability, accountability in Muslim empire, methodology for accountability, sources of accountability, and we will end up by a brief conclusion about this concept. So let's have a look on the Islamic concept of accountability in the political form. Islamic concept of accountability in the context of political narrative is no doubt very important one, because Islamic concept of state, which was initially established in the state of Medina, was the first and important state which was actually newly emerged state, and through this state concept, Holy Prophet peace be upon him focused upon the implementation of fundamental rights, implementation of rights regarding the food, shelter, objectivity, observation, identity, and the important concept which was related to the socialization. But beside all these materialistic things, Holy Prophet peace be upon him also focused upon the implementation of will of God, which was related to the divine laws, which was related to the divine knowledge actually. So in Muslim empire, political system was based upon popular sovereignty, where we are actually focusing upon the will of God, but on the other hand, we are also giving importance to the will of people and opinion of people, so that people can participate in the matters of state indirectly. Why? Because people are also the part of the selection process of their caliph. So the selection of caliph is an important element in the political narrative of Islamic accountability, because he is the person who will try to hold the message of God, who will also try to implement the message of God, so that people can learn about it, people can also establish this narrative, and they can also work for the betterment of the state. So if we encourage the community members in this regard, then definitely we are also focusing upon the political narrative of Islam. Islam in this context is providing a new method of the public opinion. He is actually the person, individual as a person of a state is very important while he is staying in the society. Evolutionary concept of state is clearly showing that people who in the ancient time were associated with the concept of state were sort of depressed one. Why? They were in the state of depression because they actually started this institution for the sake of their own benefits, for the sake of their betterment, for the sake of fulfillment of their basic needs. But when they found that that particular state is not focusing upon their narrative and focusing upon their will, and people who are unable to get fundamental rights, then definitely we can say that we are unable to implement the true narrative of the state. So Islam as a religion is providing a pattern for the context of political stability and the stability of mankind, and also accommodating the minorities of the state. And Islam is also establishing a proper system for the all communities living under the territorial sovereignty of the state. Then we can say that definitely that system would be a very advanced one, and that system would be flexible and accommodating to all the individual. So how can we get information about that particular system? Actually, we had been informed about that methodology through the narration of Holy Prophet peace be upon him, when Holy Prophet peace be upon him used to inform us about the will of God when he is implementing the political system or the concept of Islamic state of Medina. Then definitely he is focusing upon the concept of justice, he is focusing upon the concept of equality, he is focusing upon the concept of fraternity, he is focusing upon